So what's going on, guys? It's Jim, it's speakboxing. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel before you click on any of the videos. Also comment below in the comment section if you guys have any opinions in what I'm saying in any of the videos. Like always, it is appreciated if you guys could drop me a quick sub or two on my channel. So after his destructive knockout victory over Erickson Lubin in the first round last night, was that a potential star-making performance from Jermell Charlo? Because him and his brother Jamal, a lot of people are saying these guys are the next big thing in the sport of boxing, especially in the United States. And that performance last night over Lubin was a big statement from Jermell Charlo, and it could probably be the performance of his career so far. Like, it was just so explosive, such a spectacular knockout, and also both Charlo brothers have the personality to match to become stars. Like, these guys are brash talking, they've got attitude, they're in fucking press conferences, trash talking with the opponents, getting into it. Like, fans want to see that. Like, fans want to see guys trash talk and get into it at press conferences. They want heated rivalries, and I feel like the Charlo brothers can do that, especially Jermell with Lubin before the fight. Like, that was a heated rivalry. Like, that wasn't even a big fight card. Like, that went under the radar a little bit. But it's the fact that Charlo and Lubin hyped the fight up. So when the fight happened, a lot of people tuned into it. A lot of people were interested in it. And Jermell Charlo put on a spectacular performance in which a lot of people saw it. So is it a potential star-making performance from Jermell Charlo? And I know a lot of people are going to say after he knocked Erickson Lubin out that it was disrespectful the way that he celebrated, because Lubin did look like he was hurt, badly hurt on the floor. Like, that knockout looked like a bad knockout. And Jermell Charlo just ran to the ring ropes and started shouting and celebrating and stuff like that with his brother. But at the end of the day, boxing needs villains. Boxing needs the villains, and I feel like the Charlo brothers are them villains. It's okay to be humble and all that stuff, and people shaking hands and saying they have respect for their opponents. Yeah, that's all right, but it's not going to make you a star, is it? Like, trash talking, attitude, that's going to make you a star. Like, we've seen it with Muhammad Ali. Like, when he knocked Sonny Liston out in the first round, standing over him, shouting. People want to see that. People want to see stuff like that. That's probably one of the greatest pictures in boxing history, when Muhammad Ali knocked out Sonny Liston in the first round and was standing over him, telling him to get up and stuff like that. Like, that's probably one of the greatest pictures ever in boxing. Definitely one of the most famous. And that made Muhammad Ali a star overnight when he knocked out Sonny Liston in one round. He never looked back after that, Muhammad Ali. He became the immortal figure in boxing. And I'm not saying Jermell Charlo is ever going to be near that level, no. But I'm saying he's got the potential to be on bigger things after a performance like that against Erickson Lubin, if he keeps putting on performances like that. Because a lot of people picked Erickson Lubin to win the fight. A lot of people were saying, this is it, Charlo's going to lose, Lubin's the next big thing in boxing, he's going to be exposed by this younger, hungry fighter. But no, Jermell Charlo showed that he's hungry, that he's the champion. He thinks this kid's going to come in here and take my title off me after 18 fights. Not going to happen. And he iced him in one round. And the same with the Charles Hatley fight. Iced him in 6 rounds, dropped him multiple times. Yeah, he had performances before that weren't great. Like when he fought Gabe Rosado, that wasn't really a fantastic fight. And a fight against Vain Martirosyan, in which Vain Martirosyan could have got the decision. But at the end of the day, Vain Martirosyan has a very, very awkward style. Like, he made Demetrius Andrade look bad. He made Erislandy Lara look bad, even though sometimes Lara does make himself look bad. Well, most of the time, because he fucking puts on negative performances and stuff like that. But now Jermell Charlo is looking dangerous. He's looking hungry. He's looking like now he's the champ. He wants to put on champ-like performances, and his last 2 fights have proved that, with both knockouts being knockout of the year contenders. So yeah, very interesting. Is Jermell Charlo the top dog at 154 pounds? We've got Erislandy Lara. In terms of technical ability and skill set and experience, you could say Lara's the top dog. But the fact is, everyone finds Lara boring. Like, that was the main event fight last night. I didn't think that should have been the main event fight. I thought Charlo and Lubin should have been the main event, just for the fact that it was heated, and I felt that it was going to be a more exciting fight. Because Lara and Gorshaw, I just felt that wasn't going to be an exciting fight, because Terrell Gorshaw is not a dangerous puncher or anything like that. He's not exciting. He's a 2012 Olympian. He's a good boxer, but nowhere on the level of an Erislandy Lara, who's just going to be on the back foot, pot shotting you with a jab and moving. He knocked Gorsha out in the 4th round, knocked him down in the 4th round, not knocked him out. But at the same time, it was just a very boring performance, and the fans were shouting, "This is boring." Fans were leaving. You know what I mean? Whereas the Erickson Lubin Charlo fight, even though it lasted 1 round, that was the highlight fight of the whole night, just because of the destructive nature of the knockout from Jermell Charlo, and before the fight, how heated it was. So yeah, Jermell Charlo could be the top dog at 154 pounds, just in terms of his style, the way he can be very explosive, and his attitude and his trash talking, and he wants the big fights with Jarrett Hurt now. Jarrett Hurt fought Austin Trout on the card as well, managed to defend his IBF title by stopping Trout in 10 rounds in a fight in which he was losing. Well, it was close as the rounds went on, because the first half of the fight, Trout was winning easily in my opinion, but then he started to slow down. His stamina couldn't handle the pace of Jarrett Hurt, and that's how Jarrett Hurt gets to his opponents. Like, he's not the greatest boxer. Like, he was being outboxed by Tony Harrison when he picked up the title, and Tony Harrison is not as good as Austin Trout, but the fact is that his size and his tempo, and the fact that he just keeps coming forward, landing these big shots on you, it wears fighters down, and that's exactly what happened to Austin Trout last night. Like, he just wore him down. Austin Trout was tagging him, but he had no power. Austin Trout, he's never really had power. He couldn't really bust a grape at 154 pounds. He's a big, strong guy at 154 pounds, Austin Trout, but he hasn't got no power there. Whereas Jarrett Hurt does have power, and it was wearing Austin Trout down, along with the high tempo of the fight, and that's what got him the victory. But can he do the same with Jermell Charlo? Because I think Jermell Charlo can go 12 rounds with Jarrett Hurt. I'll be picking Jermell Charlo to win that fight, because I just think Jarrett Hurt gets hit too much. Don't get me wrong, Jermell Charlo isn't the most technically gifted boxer either compared to somebody like an Erislandy Lara, but I think he's better in that department than Jarrett Hurt, because I just don't think Jarrett Hurt's a good boxer technically. I just think he's a big, strong, powerful guy at 154 pounds who wears his opponents down and eventually takes them out. So that could be a very interesting fight at 154 pounds, a unification bout for the IBF and WBC titles. But I'll be picking Jermell Charlo in that fight. But Erislandy Lara, like, he could be the top dog. He could be the top guy at 154 pounds. On paper, you got to say that he is. But the fact is, his fights are not entertaining. So a lot of people are not going to tune into Erislandy Lara fights, but they're going to tune in to Jarrett Hurt and Jermell Charlo. And a lot of people now are saying Jermell Charlo is the top dog, just for the fact that he is also undefeated. He also is a world champion, but he's putting on the exciting performances. But until Lara and Charlo meet, that's always going to be a debate who's the top dog at 154 pounds. You got the slick Cuban technical skills of Erislandy Lara. That's not entertaining to watch, but he gets the job done, and he does dominate and school guys in there. Whereas you got Jermell Charlo, who is explosive, can take guys out with one punch. He's a dangerous fighter. So yeah, it's very interesting to see who the top dog is at 154 pounds. And I can see why a lot of people's opinions are split on it. So yeah, comment below in the comment section. What's your guys' opinions on this? Who do you think is the top dog at 154 pounds? A very under the radar division in my opinion, but I think it could be one of the most exciting. So comment below in the comment section. It's JM, it's Speedboxing.